your girl Shalae, and I'm back today with another video. This is round 2 for me, guys. So if you haven't checked out my EBT video where I'm talking about work requirements being exempt for 17 states, then you definitely want to check out that video. But in today's video, we're going to be discussing Social Security is proposing an update to the SSI calculation, which could result in more money. Okay, now speaking of more money, we're also going to talk about how SSI gets 2 checks for the month of September. We have the cost of living adjustment. We have managers returning to the Social Security office and more, my darling. So if you want to know what is going on in the lovely world of Social Security, you already know what to do. Stay tuned. Your girl's got you covered. Now, if this is your first time tuning into my channel, hi, hello, hey, friends. My name is Shalae, and here on this channel, we discuss shopping, saving, and everything in between. I would love to have you a part of my internet family. It's super easy. Click that big old red subscribe button down below and you're in, just like that. And while you're at it, go ahead and give me a like because you love me bringing this content to you, even though I haven't done a Social Security video in a long time, okay? But I still got it. It's like riding a bike, right? Now, guys, don't forget, if you are not a member of Amazon Prime, I don't know what you're waiting on. That's all right. I'm going to help you go ahead and try it out for free. That's right. You don't have to enter a credit card information or anything. Just click the link above or below and yeah, you can try out Amazon free for 30 days. Now, guys, September, it is an important month for us. Yes, it really is. It is an important month for Social Security recipients for a couple of reasons. One, this is the final month of the U.S. inflation data that will be used to determine next year's cost of living adjustment. So I know we all are waiting for this year for the Social Security Administration to announce the cost of living adjustment. But maybe you didn't know this, but it's always determined by July, August, and September of the previous year. Now, the Senior Citizens League predicts that the cost of living adjustment will be about 3.1%, which is half of what we had for last year, which was 8.7%. And remember, that was the largest in 4 decades. So the cost of living adjustment calculation will be based on July, August, and September. Whatever happens at the end of September, we'll know that for next year COLA as well. Now, the other reason we need to be excited is because Social Security recipients will get 2 checks in September of this year. So, hey, now these checks will only be issued to people who qualify for Supplement Security Income or SSI benefits. So the first SSI check will be issued on Friday, September 1st, according to the Social Security Administration. And then the second check that you'll receive later on Friday, September 29th. And that is because October 1st falls on a Sunday, which you guys know if that happens, that check will be issued that Friday. So you can see the full 2023 payment schedule on the screen. Hey, I know it's still 2 checks and you guys are like, well, then I don't get a check in October. But hey, you got more money this month, okay? More money, more. So now while we're talking about SSI, Social Security is proposing an update to the SSI calculation. So the Social Security Administration, they use a different standard to determine SSI benefits for people living in certain states. I don't know if you guys knew this, but hey, sit on down, let's talk about it. Because the agency, they want to update its rules to treat beneficiaries nationwide more equal. So the agency right now, they're proposing a new rule to modify how it alters the payments for those that receive what is known as in-kind support and maintenance in the form of a rental subsidy. So let me go ahead and just explain, okay? So under current rules, SSI benefits are reduced if a person is paying rent or shelter expenses that are lower than the current market value or what they would pay on the open market. So if you're paying rent or shelter expenses, they reduce the check or the amount that you receive. Now, this is significant because in cases where, just say, a person is renting from a family member, for example, if I had my father living with me and I gave him a reduced rate, then it will be subtracted, of course, from his benefits. But in 7 states, they don't operate like this. So in Connecticut, New York, Vermont, Illinois, Indiana, Wisconsin, and Texas, these states, they do not reduce benefits if a person is spending more than 1/3 of their income on housing, or even if their rent is less than the current market value. They still give you your same amount of money regardless. So now that's what the proposed rule is, to expand this to the entire country. The Social Security Administration estimates that about 41,000 current SSI beneficiaries, if they decided to remove this rule, then you can see an average about $128 a month increase. And then another 14,000 individuals who don't qualify because maybe their housing situation, they would now be open to qualify for the program as a result of this update. So now this proposed rule is up for public comment, where you can say, hey, I like this or I don't like this, through October 23rd. But let me know, guys, did you know this was even a thing? Did you know that your benefits were reduced if you were paying under market value for rent or staying with someone? Did you even know that? Because I had no idea at all. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to Social Security Administration, where they are now calling the managers back to office. So the Social Security Administration announced Monday that the agency's managerial corps will now be required to work in person at least 4 times per 2-week period starting in the upcoming months. So a spokesperson confirmed the announcement, and they said this only applies to like the senior executives, effective on October 2nd. And then when it comes to managers and supervisors with a headquarter duty station, they are expected to return on November 6th. Now, the agency did not specify or even elaborate why this decision was made. But remember last March, there was like the field office returned. I even talked about it on my channel, where they were only required to come in only 2 days a week since then. But then union leaders, they had explored and they was trying to like protect the workers where they could. And they said, look, the agency has suffered from several years of dropping morale. They also had underfunding, understaffing, and increased workloads for employees. And so they were like, they argued that by allowing them to telework or work from home, that would improve the retention and then also allow some employees to be more productive. Now, I don't know. I can't say if that's the truth or not, because when I read those Facebook comments, people say they can't get on the phone with people. They're hanging up. But we know that the White House announced in May that they expected all federal agencies to increase meaningful in-person work, and they had initiated plans to repopulate offices post-pandemic. So the White House is saying, no, we need these people to get back in the office. We need them to return back to work, because that way they can be more productive. They can help take care of people as well. And they also wanted like the Medicare and Medicaid agency to return, the VA, as well as like the Department of Transportation, among others. They all moved to have them increase their in-person office work. So, I mean, you know, I hate to say this, because I know it's probably better for them to be at home with their children, and it just works better. You know, they don't have to pay for gas and all the things. But also too, I read the comments like on Twitter and on Facebook, and a lot of people are saying that it's hard to get in touch with someone. And for some of my older seasoned seniors, they like the ability to be able to go into an office and see someone in person and be able to help with their issue. So this is all that we have going on in the world of Social Security. Let me know what you think down below about them returning to work in an office space. What do you think about the 2 checks? And were you even aware that, hey, the calculation where you receive a lesser payment for SSI because you don't pay market value for your rent? Let me know all the things down below. Grab you some Amazon Prime for free. And as always, stay subscribed to my channel, and I will talk to you later, Gator. Bye, guys.